Sundays with me, Twix. I will be your host. I'm just gonna wait till everybody comes in. Thank you so much. Thank you for the gifts. So this is Self Care Sundays, and we like to talk on self care and high vibrations. I have two amazing guests that will be joining. I'm going to go over a few rules because I don't go over the rules often, and I think that this show has been getting a little out of hand. First and foremost, this is a show. It's being recorded. It is on the way to being featured. So, what does that mean? That means that only the people who are on officially on the show can request the guest box. You have to keep it very cute. Both my guests, myself, and the comments have to be respectful of the show. So if you are not respectful, you will be removed from the stream. I just have to be very clear about that. You guys like to troll, and that's fine, but not right now, not in this stream. So, and then I cannot greet each and every single one of you. I love you and appreciate you at coming every single Sunday. But if I do not greet you, I apologize. Hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. But I cannot greet everybody, but I appreciate all the comments, all the gifts, all the love, the support. Thank you so much for being here each and every Sunday with me. It wouldn't be the same without you guys. If you guys weren't here, who I'd be talking to myself. It's embarrassing. Yes, my pores are excited too. With that being said, on Self Care Sundays, I like to talk about self-care, things that like to bring us a little bit of love, a little bit of elevation in our vibration. And so my personal self-care is my hygiene, it is my skincare regimen. I am obsessed with skincare. I love talking skincare. I can talk skincare for hours, but we only have 1 hour. So, I'll keep it very, very short. But I love my skincare. I like to do it once a week, whether it's myself or I like to go to a spa and get it done. And on the show, I will be going through my skincare regimen as I'm talking to my guests. And I just like to get that out of the way in the beginning so that we can get to the meaty part of the show and we can get started. So I do a very light regimen right now since it is summer. Summertime is about hydration, right? So that's what I love to talk about during these streams. I love to talk about hydration. Um, and so I really like to keep my skincare regimen really, really, really light so as to just really open my pores and let a lot of like the hydration and supplements into my skin. Um, I cannot wait to get my guests on the show. I think they're here. I saw one of them in the comments. I'm not sure if the other one is here. Yay! Awesome, awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna just keep chatting until both my guests are here. So yeah, my skincare regimen has very much lightened up for the summer. Okay, thank you. Just, keep trying. I like to keep my skincare regimen for the summer because it's really, really hot outside. Doing a lot of skincare regimen doesn't really make any sense because once you go outside, you sweat. It doesn't get to really soak into your pores. So I like to just get a lot of hydration, a lot of like retinol, collagen into my skin as much as possible. So my skincare is going to be mostly about that. I wash my If you've been privy to my show before, you know that I wash my skin off camera. So right now my skin is clean. There's no oils or anything on it. I just did a basic face wash with my Maruka Honey Elixir face cleansing foam and purifying moisturizing um, uh, soap. So I use this and then I use my ceramic face scrubber. I love this thing. If you guys are using anything else like towels or anything like that, it really doesn't really get to your pores like it should. Make sure that you try to switch it out for something a little bit more stronger. The mechanical face brush is something that I know a lot of people use. It is too aggressive on my pores. Personally, I was ripping my skin apart. I didn't like the way my skin was looking. A lot of times too, when you use the wrong types of products or tools, it can really affect you and it can age you a lot. Like a lot of times people think, oh, someone said to use a mechanical face brush, so I'm going to use that. Baby, make sure that what you're using is really, really good for the skin. With that being said, I want to say a quick PCA. This is not a medical show. I am not a doctor. I am not trying to tell you what to do. I am just barely suggesting what's worked for me for so long and what I tell my friends and my family members to do also. You shouldn't exfoliate too much, honestly. You should exfoliate, it depends on really your skin. Again, I'm not an esthetician, or at least a licensed one. But it really depends on your skin, honestly. Some people do it 2 times a week, some people do it 3 times a week. Exfoliation should not be done every single day. Me personally, because my skin is very clean, I only exfoliate like maybe twice a week. I don't really need to. And this, what I'm gonna do today, is gonna be a very deep pore exfoliation. The deep pore exfoliation I only do once a week. Like, it's really not good to like just dig into your skin a lot. Like when you do that, you're if you do it too much, you'll be awakening and killing cells at the same time, and it's just, it's not good. So it really ages you out if you do it. You can do it every once in a while. It definitely works, but like doing it too much is not good for you. But with that being said, so I've already washed my face. Now I'm going in with a deep pore cleanser. I am on a huge turmeric kick. You guys know how much I have really been loving these turmeric products that I've been introduced to. So we are doing a deep pore turmeric and vitamin C face scrub. This scrub is going to go in and just basically take all the rest of the dirt in my pores and like bring out like a lot of that congestion that you deal with because of the like all that the heat that we're dealing with, the salt, the sulfur. I use my favorite tool, the ultrasonic sound scrubber. This thing is amazing. Like, if you don't have this in your skincare regimen, you are not really getting the best skincare possible. This thing gets in there and it just gets a lot of that grunge that like towels don't get, any kind of ceramic. This really just gets in there and like cleans it out. So ceramics, the ultrasonic sound scrubber is one of my favorite tools. I'm gonna get in there after with like my pumpkin enzyme mask. This mask is amazing. I love this mask so much. It is so good. It's one of those self-heating masks. So it goes in there and it just kind of really renews and hydrates and exfoliates the skin. So like I said, this is going to be a really deep exfoliation. That's why I really love doing these shows, because I get to really show you. You get to see my skin now, and then you're going to see my skin at the end of the show when it's like just brand new. It's awesome. And then after that, I was going to do a hydration mask. I'll see how I feel. I haven't really been doing a lot of hydration masks, honestly, because it's so hot and I've just really been trying to drink more water. But I'm going to see how I feel as I go through the show. I probably will do a hydration mask because I haven't done one in a while and it's really different. But I really want to focus on what I do at the end of my show, which is using my two favorite tools, my jade roller and my gua sha. If you notice, like, since I've been gua shaing, the angling of my skin, the contouring of my skin has completely changed. These tools are things that you should definitely get into as you start to age. Like, our skin, our face is like, it's like Play-Doh, right? So as you get older, you start to lose a lot of that collagen. And as we're aging, like, even though we're not old right now, right? As we're aging, we need help with like contouring our skin. So I've noticed, like, you don't have to be fat to get a double chin, right? You don't have to be fat to get a double chin. So as you're aging, you definitely want to get in there with this thing. This is an amazing tool. I love this gua sha. So glad I came across it. It really gets in there and it just helps you get the angles of your skin and your face. So these are amazing. All products and tools that you see on my show, I do have on my Amazon storefront. So make sure that you hit me with a fave, hit my guests with a fave, and follow me on Instagram, because you will find a lot of those things there. You guys, if you're just now joining, this is Self Care Sundays with me, Twix. I'm Twix. I'm also go by Tantric. I also go by Tantric Lover. I go by Twix Lover. I go by so many names, but I am Twix. I host this show. I am going to bring my first guest into the box if you are ready. And I'm going to go ahead and start my skincare regimen. Yes, absolutely, Emoji J. Absolutely, Emoji J. If you guys would like to be a guest on the show, please email or hit Emoji J on Instagram, hit me on Instagram, hit Jazzy Got Options on Instagram, because we would love to have you on the show. I love when I have both men and women guests on my show, because self-care is not just for women. It's for men. It's for everybody, So please, please, please definitely come. Hi, Liddy. Hello. Happy Sunday. said you were gonna do this next time I saw you, and you did not disappoint. I
I
am.
told Emoji J to keep it a hush hush.
You made my Sunday. So happy, happy Sunday, Flirty Danny the nanny. How are you? How's your day going, babe?
We are doing good. Just
Yay.
got some more materials in for the stuff I'll talk about today.
Okay.
So I'm not going to really be busy next week. I'm probably not going to really be on here much next week because I'm going to be playing around.
Okay, well, let's get into it. So, Flirty Danny the Nanny has already been a guest on my show prior. So, he already knows the spiel, he knows how to get down. Let's talk about it. What's going on? So, I'm so happy. Oh, sorry, pronouns are,
I go
am
by
I,
both,
okay.
guys. For both,
Uh,
I go by he and she. I haven't really
right now,
started
is it
a
she?
transition.
Right now, is it she?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can. Yeah, you can do whatever.
Okay,
Don't
I'm sorry.
because it's
I never, I'm so sorry. I don't think of pronouns.
don't just don't call me
Anyway,
late for dinner. I love to eat. You can call me
ooh.
anything else you guys want.
Okay. Anyways, Flirty Danny the Nanny has a previous guest on my show. She knows the spiel. She knows how we get down over here. Tell me what's going on. I'm so happy because the last time you told me you were going to dress up, you didn't, and I was very upset. And you remembered this time. So what's going on? Tell us what's going on. What do you like to do for your self-care? Because I know this is part of your self-care.
Yes. What we're going to talk about today is part of my self care. I like to do is honestly, I like making wigs. I like going outside. Now it's getting warmer outside, so I take my bottles of water. I'll take my wig mannequin out with me, some hail, and I'll just sit on the front deck or on the back deck all day watching cars go by and just braid into my little mannequin.
I love that. So, what is it about wigs that brings you like like this kind of euphoria?
It's one just being able to sit there, relax. I love when friends come over and I can braid their hair. I love my some of my friends that live in the city love coming up and having me do braid their hair once a month. Um, just playing with hair, making it into wigs like this, or just starting off a new wig. It relaxes me. I don't think about anything when I'm doing it. I'm just sitting there in my own little space, making designs, doing whatever. If someone wants me to do it, that's why I can't do it as a job because then it wouldn't really be self care at that point.
Okay,
I
so
just love.
I've heard of that because I know that like my best friend got into like knitting and said it's like really cathartic. So basically, braiding is like and making wigs is like it gives you a cathartic kind of like release. Interesting. Like I hate getting not only do I hate braiding, I hate sitting and waiting for braids. So I cannot connect with you on that. Like I don't like braids. I think maybe it's just PMS from or PTSD from like having to get them done as a kid, honestly. Cause no, don't ask me to braid your hair. Don't ask me to sit and get braids. Like I can't. I cannot. I love it though. So okay, so what else? So okay, so tell me something. Like the wigs that you make, do you wear them specifically or do you make them to sell? Like what do you do?
I kind of do both. I'll make them like I'm actually getting this hair more volume in the next 2 weeks. Um, I and this one's gonna be what people is gonna be. I'm gonna be known for is this wig, and I'm
Okay.
fixing her up a little bit. You can tell she's a
Okay.
little bit dry at the
Okay.
bottom,
Okay,
but
so let's get into it. So the wigs, are they synthetic? Are they human?
I work with both synthetic and human. I
Okay.
love human, but I
Okay.
also love synthetic more
Okay.
because I have my little steam cleaner thing and I
Uh-huh.
love just making designs in it. It's just so much, it's honestly just fun. Just because I never, for me, I don't really have much in the hair background, just the makeup
Okay.
background.
Okay.
So when I'm playing around with like palm rods or like what are those things called? The little rollers with like eight of them in it. Setting
Uh,
rolls,
uh,
whatever they're
uh,
called.
no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Anyway, just being able to like play with the different dimensions of the hair. You can
Mhm.
make it big, you can make it small, you can make it Texas style, add a lot of hair and make it Texas, or just I really don't sell them. But
Okay.
if people in heel see what I'm making and they like it, I'm like, okay, I'll I can give you so and so for this.
Okay.
Just cash at me and send me a PO box, and I'll send it right on out.
I love that. I love that. So you guys, you heard the man. If you guys are just now tuning in, this is Self Care Sundays with me, Twix. I have Flirty Danny the Nanny in the box, and we're talking wigs, baby. And you know, he says that he makes and sells. So if you guys are interested, you like what you see, hit him up. Favorite, hit him. Definitely hit him with a favorite. Okay, definitely hit him with a favorite. I saw a question in the comments. I just now did my second. Cleanse. I did my deep pore cleanse with my turmeric and vitamin C scrub. I used my ultrasonic sound scrubber to lift all that dead skin. So now you can see that my skin is even a little bit softer than it was before. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So we're talking wigs. So tell me something. We talked about this last time,
Yes.
and I want to ask you what do you enjoy about dressing up and like putting it on? What does it do for you, like going
It
from what you
makes
do to what you are now?
me feel more empowered. It definitely brings out a lot of confidence in me. It brings out to where that it's not a I don't care attitude. It's I don't f type of thing.
Okay.
It's walking down the street all dolled up with my drag family or with my friends is nice because it's actually funny. I've met the same person twice actually.
Really? What do
Yes,
you mean
I
you've met the
have.
same person twice?
I met the same person as me, Danny, and as
Okay.
Danielle.
Okay. And what does that do when you like, is it nice to kind of show them both sides to your personality?
Yeah, it is. And it's just people walking down the street who don't even know, and someone I probably went to high school with, and they see me one day. They thought I was still Daniel, and then they see Danielle walking down the street, and they're coming up and talking to me, asking me questions and stuff, and I'm like, I know you.
That's
So
crazy.
it's
I love,
fun.
you know what I love about that? Because Beyonce, if you watch Beyonce's documentary, she talks about like Sasha Fierce, right? And kind of like em- embodying your alter ego and letting them kind of step through. Like, how does that feel kind of walking in that kind of like energy? Like, I love that. I love people who are like, you know what? Yes, I'm this way, but honestly, I'm also this way. And you've embraced both, right? Because it's not like you're
Yes.
denying Danny, but you're also embracing flirty nanny. Like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So, how is it kind of living that life in this world where a lot of people do cast judgment and stuff like that?
It's honestly for me, I really don't like looking at the judgment. I don't like looking at the haters. I just go about my day. I try to bring education about all this. Um, but it's basically it's not even challenging for me
I
anymore.
love
But
that.
for someone just doing it, starting out, there is going to be a lot of hate and there's going to be a lot of judgments. But as long as you're comfortable and you're bringing out a side of you that has never been seen, a personality, even because Danielle has helped Daniel with a lot of with a lot of confidence issues, has helped with a lot of discrimination that he's been putting on himself, a lot of pressures too that he's been putting on himself. So, yeah.
So you said something that I want to kind of touch on. What kind of advice would you give to someone also kind of coming out, trying to find and be comfortable with an alter ego, right? Like how and what would you give to them? Like someone, because you're living your truth and you're living it amazingly, honestly. So what would you say to someone who wants to step into the same energy and is finding it hard to do so, or maybe like uncomfortable, or
Um, just as I say, as long as you know yourself in and out of all the personalities, whatever anyone says to you, don't let them take away your shine. Don't let them take away what you like to do. I mean, there's people on in this community that tries to take it a lot of powers away from all of us
right?
individually. And just don't let them take that shine, take that star, be you. And if someone doesn't like it, there's an exit button and there's also a door they can leave.
I love that. So how often do you let Danielle come outside?
It started. Danielle's been coming out of the closet almost every single night for Pride Month, but is going to be coming out of the closet more often. We start hormone therapy at the end of the summer now. Officially, we got our date for my psychologist. So it's well, Danny's going to be packed away for a little bit, but we're bringing Danny out as a character once the transition is done. Danny's going to be my alter ego at that point. I'm just going to go from drag queen to drag king.
Wow. I love that. I love that. More power to you, honestly. Like you don't understand seriously what that means. Like, because I always talk about people like being like kings. I'm out here looking for my husband, but I'm out here looking for my king, baby. And I love that. Like, I love everything about you, Danny. You already know I'm a fan. I'm
Um,
a huge fan. Like,
my
I love that.
inspiration, and I tell everyone this, my inspiration is Got Mick. It is a trans man who now is a drag queen.
Interesting.
So
Wow.
he's a lot of my inspiration, a lot of what he stands up for is what I believed in, and stuff he has introduced me to has changed my life too. And even with self care habits
Oh,
too,
wow.
he introduced me to a lot more of how I need to take care of myself
That's
with his
that's awesome.
videos.
Honestly, like I said, I think that um you just really living in your truth, and like I said, that last statement that you shared about going from drag queen to drag king, I love that. I really do. I love Danny. I love Danielle just as much. Like, I think that being in your true authenticity is what makes you such an amazing person. It shines through the fact that you're living your truth. A lot of times people are dark only because they're running away from their demons. So um, but you guys, if you're now just tuning in, this is Self Care Sundays. I'm Twix. I have Danielle, Flirty the Danielle Nanny in the box. And we're talking all things self care. Danielle, is there anything else you would like to share with us today? Or anything that you got going on in your stream? If you guys have not hit Danielle with a favorite, please hit her with a favorite now.
We have shows Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. For
Mhm.
our Friday show, it's for a lot of people who don't know anything about featured shows. What we do is we do it from 9 to midnight typically, and we introduce people to featured shows. People will come in and talk about their shows. I give people time slots or whenever they're free for it. And then also, if your show isn't featured or you don't want it to be featured, you can come in and promote yourself that way too on
Okay.
Fridays. And
Interesting.
Thursdays is a diction hour where we talk about AANA stuff. And we're starting to get into a lot of parents of addicts.
Okay.
And I am running the Meet Me 999 chapter, which
What does
is
that mean?
the 999 was done by Juicy. Juicy Ward's mother actually is into mental health after her son lost his life from drug overdose.
What does
So
999 stand for?
it's the area code. It's not the area code. It was the house address.
Oh,
That
okay, okay, okay. I
um,
understand.
so we turned that from a minus to a plus. I
I
run
love
the
that.
chapter on Meet Me for mental health. and we're talking about addiction on those days.
Okay.
So,
I
yeah.
love that. I love that. I love, you know, you already know that the stem of self-care is mental health and keeping like a positive mentality. And so I love that that's what you're all about, especially, you know, with everything that you do. You said you have a couple more shows that go on?
Yep. And that, so we have Addiction Hour. We do the thing on Friday, business hours, and Pride's Downfall. Meet the LGBTQ and our activist work and what we have to stand up for as Americans with all demographics. So
I'm surprised you're not doing any LGBTQ auctions or anything like that
we did,
for
we did,
Pride. Oh, you've done it. You've done it
we
already.
did. I helped host. I co-host one. We did three on between both platforms. The rest of the month is free. I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy the rest of my Pride time. so,
Period. As you should. As you should. You
so
guys, if you're now just joining, I am Twix. This is Self Care Sundays. I have Danielle in the box. She's going over her self care regimen, her love of wigs, her enjoyment of dressing up in drag, which I love, and just living in her truth, you know. And I like, I honestly, I'm just so happy you were able to come back on my show and share your energy again. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit Danielle with a fave before she leaves the stream. And I mean the box. And I please have a great rest of your Sunday. Thank you so much.
you too. And before I leave, here was a little quote. Although honesty is difficult to practice, it is the most rewarding with self.
Oh,
Have a great day.
Danielle, you too. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh my God,
You
it's already.
guys, I love Self Care Sundays. It is one of my favorite streams to do. That's why I've been doing it for over a year. Honestly, it's so amazing to, and all the guests that I've had on my show just have always touched me and made my Sunday just a little bit better. Honestly, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I really, really, really appreciate each and every single one of you coming here every Sunday, sharing your kind words, energy, high vibrations, and you know, gifts. Hooray. We love a good gift, you know. Thank you guys for being here. Shout out to the top three of the stream. Again, if you would like to be a guest on my show, please hit me, emoji J, Jazzy got options up. And we can definitely get you as a guest on the show. Is my oh my goodness, my nose ring just came off. Is my second guest in the box, Mr. Fix It? Are you in the stream? I have not seen him come. Eesh, so no second guest. Yikes. Well, we will just talk skincare then. That's totally fine. I have no problem with that. I think now we have to definitely start having like three guests or so because oh, what did Joe say? Oh wow. Oh yeah, we're gonna start having like three guests on the show because the way these guests keep canceling, oh my goodness, we can't keep having backups to the backups. But anyways, the show must go on. So as I've just taken off my first mask of the day, now that we have time, maybe I can still do a second mask because honestly, I didn't know we would have enough time, being that we both have two. I have typically two guests for the show. So I'm gonna do a yay. I'm gonna do a second mask. It's a hydration mask. Let me see. I have to go get it now. Dang it. The show must go on. Yes, the show always goes on. You know what's so funny? I was gonna have a topic for this week's show, but I was like, you know, last week it was kind of chaotic. I didn't have time for a topic, so I'm not gonna do one this time. I'm just gonna give more time to the guests. But this is why you must always have a topic for the show. Jazzy can share because she's been looking flawless. I mean, if Jazzy would like to share, yeah, I don't mind opening the floor to the guests. If Jazzy would like to share anything in regards to self care, she's more than welcome to join the box. You're my favorite topic. No trolling, please. Thank you. Oh, so FYI, Louis, the NYA is like it's the one that Angie shared in the group chat. It's like the small letters, not the big letters. So you have to like copy and paste the NYA and then put it in your name. That's cute though. I like that. It's cute. Yeah, that's cute. I just saw that right now. I was like, why is it so big? Not too much on him. He's new. We've never had a guest cancel like this before, so I forgot that I'm supposed to now talk about things. So, anyways, let me get my second mask together because I definitely didn't know this was gonna happen. Well, I messaged his daughter too, so something must have happened since she's not responding. Yikes. But I saw him see he saw the message he saw the message I sent to the group chat this morning. Like, didn't he? He just didn't say anything. At least the other guest said something. I don't know. I don't know. When I commit to something, I like to commit to it. I understand things happen. Life, life happens. So I'm not. What? Can you please kick out the trolls? Thank you. I said no trolling this show. It's crazy. The amount of people that like to troll my shows is insane. There's no trolling in this stream, guys. And yes, pack him up. And I am hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay. I was not prepared to do 2 masks. Actually, you know what? We're not going to do a second mask. We're just going to go on to the contouring because that's really what I wanted to do anyways. Oh, Jazzy's at work anyways, so Jazzy cannot come on my show. So now that my face is clean, I'm going to use some toner before I use my serums that I like to use on my face to kind of close and seal in all of the products that I have used. Kimmy, thank you. So let me go get those things really quick. 1 second. Hold on, guys. 1 second. Oops. Not too much on me. All right, sorry guys. So I'm going to be using my Skin Glow eye serum with vitamin C and germicides. It's a brightening eye serum. You make sure that you put it on right underneath your eye and tap it in. Once I tap it into my eye, I like to go in with my jade roller. This jade roller is such an amazing tool. It really allows you to push a lot of these products right into your skin. A lot of times, if you don't do it the right way, it won't. I'm not sure who's trying to request the box, but if you are not in here to show for your self-care Sundays, please do not request the box. So I like to put my eye serum in under my eye first before I put any other serum on my skin so that only the eye is really benefited from this. I think a lot of times people don't realize that we don't show a lot of care to our under eyes, so that's why they get baggy. If you're not taking care of your skin, like I said, it will mold. I'm going to show you what I do with the rest of my skin with the gua sha. The gua sha is literally my favorite face exercise. You guys can do this doing anything. Like if you wash, as long as your face is clean and has oil on it, you can do this. Yes. Gua sha, yes. So my choice of serums today for my face is actually going to be a overnight sleep mask. So this is how I like to get a lot of my hydration, and it's by one of my favorite brands, Teami. This brand you can find on Instagram. They are amazing. I think they're Australian based. So I put a bunch of cream on my face. This is going to lock into my skin. It's really a hydration mask, but honestly, I like to just use it as serum because it goes in there and it does its job. You see immediately that my face is brightened by it, and it's going to look like this even in the morning. A lot of these products take at least 24 hours to lock into your skin. So make sure that when you are using these products are not cheap either. They're not expensive, but they're not cheap. And so if you want to get the best bang for your buck, make sure that you allow these products to sit on your face for at least 24 hours for you to really get the best uh, results. The best results, they need to be on a face for at least an hour. So this is my oil that I like to use. This is my Brightening Body Serum, Vitamin C and Collagen. It is by Skin and Evolve. I put a little bit of serum on my face. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. If you guys are now just tuning in, this is Self Care Sundays with me, Tantric. So I put a lot of serum on my face. And then I will take my gua sha. And I'm doing actually the wrong way. And start to just go back into my skin and contour my face and bring back if you guys can literally see the difference as you remove a lot of that lymphatic fluid out of your face immediately, like almost immediately. Like it's crazy. What? You guys, can we keep the comments? This is still Self Care Sundays. I know I don't have I know I don't have a second guest here, but it's Self Care Sundays. If you guys are not going to keep the comments to self care, I'm going to kick you out. Again, this is Self Care Sundays with me, Twix. Right now, we're talking about self care. If you're not going to talk about that, then you're going to be removed from the stream. That's what we're talking about. We're not trolling in these comments, okay? So right now what I'm doing is I'm gua shaing my face. I'm bringing back the contour, trying to eliminate a lot of the lymphatic drainage in my face. What is lymphatic drainage? It's fluid. We gather a lot of fluid in our body, and so sometimes that will make us look puffy and like inflamed. So I am trying to remove a lot of that from my face. It's also what makes us have like double chins, stuff like that. Double chins don't just come out of nowhere. A lot of times it's because you've collected a lot of fluid in your face. So a lot of times you got to just kind of literally remove it out of your body. And this, even though it looks absolutely freaking crazy, this is one of the best methods to keeping a skinny neck, right? I know there's a lot of people in here that are lurking. You want to have a skinny neck and a chiseled chin and a chiseled jawbone, right? You want to have a chiseled jawbone, a chiseled neck, all of that. This is how you get it. Like, you can actually, you don't have to have surgery. You don't have to have lipo, at least not for your face. You could actually keep a very young, chiseled neck and jawline by just doing this action a couple times a week. If not, like even me, sometimes I can see myself starting to like kind of get a fatty neck and a fatty thing. So you have to make sure, you have to know that a lot of this is self-care. It's just you knowing the things to do to take care of yourself and allow yourself to stay beautiful. Like being a baddie or being good looking, a lot of times it's just maintenance. Like you doing the certain things you need to do so that you can look the way you want to look, you know? And that's really what the premise of the show is that being happy, being beautiful, taking care of your hair, taking care of your face, taking care of your nails, all that is maintenance. A lot of times it's just doing the work. And sometimes we don't know what to do. And sometimes we do and we just don't want to do it. Either way, this show is just about, oh, period. I love that. This show is just about informing, right? All I'm here to do is inform you and give a little bit of support and let you know that you're not doing this alone. You're not in this alone, right? A lot of times when we're going through things, we think that we're going through it alone. No, baby, I'm also going through it. We're also going through it. We're a community at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You do not have a guasha. You're a liar. I know nobody wants your cream. Sorry. So, like I said, there's different Instagram pages that really focus on the different ways to gua sha your face and contour your face. But the main premise of gua shaing is removing, like I said, the drainage out of your face and just focusing on the angles of your face. So I like to focus under my eyes, my cheekbones, my forehead, my and my jawline. Sometimes I'll do my nose, but I have a slight fracture in my nose, so I don't focus on my nose very much. I don't really want to add too much kind of like I don't want to touch my nose. I don't want to agitate it at all, right? At all, right? So no, not pressure. I just don't want to agitate it. Like you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I do anything, if anything happens, right? So I just don't, I leave it alone. But I focus on my cheekbones. I focus on my forehead because, I tense my head up a lot, right? So a lot of times you have to just kind of go in there and just kind of rub that out. Honestly, it hurts a little bit, but you go in there and like make sure you're using a very oily serum or oil itself. Okay, make sure you're not doing this dry because it does not work if your skin is not properly moisturized. So make sure that you have oil. And me personally, I don't like coconut oil on my face. It's too, some people use it, some people don't. Again, it's your choice. Any kind of oil. It's also not very moisturizing, for in my opinion. So I would do more like a olive oil, or more like a olive oil. Argan oil is good. um Vitamin E oil is amazing. So I would do an oil like that. Shea butter is also really, really good. Just something that's, like I said, more um, just kind of like what's the word? Uh, Not moisturizing really, but just, I don't know how to explain it. Like it just has more of a slickiness. That's the only way I can really think of it. Like it needs to be able to, like, coconut oil it doesn't really feel like it's really being absorbing. It needs a more absorbing, like, kind of like effect to your skin, because then it allows lubricative, exactly. Like it needs to basically allow your skin to soften up. Coconut oil kind of, to me, it almost feels like it masks the skin and it doesn't really absorb into the skin. So like a lubricative oil is so much better. Like vitamin E or olive oil are one of the best go-to oils for me. Um, a thinner, slippery consistency. That's what you like? That's coconut oil. I feel like coconut oil is very slippery. I don't like it. I don't think, like I said, I don't feel like it's just really, when I put coconut oil on my skin gets dry, which is very weird, because if you put oil on your skin, it's not supposed to dry, right? So, and then there's a lot of like sugar in coconut oil, so it's really not the best necessarily to use on your skin, because you absorb a lot of sugar. So, yeah. And you obviously live in my stream. That's why I'm here all the time, babes. It's okay. Baby oil, I don't like baby oil at all. I'm very much into a more, because baby oil is typically base is Vaseline. Again, I don't like using Vaseline. I know there's a lot of people on this app that use Vaseline and in this world, right? I don't like using Vaseline. It's petroleum jelly. I don't feel very good putting petroleum jelly on my body personally. But a lot of people do. So I don't typically use baby oil. I will go and get cooking oil and like olive oil before I use Vaseline on my skin. So Yeah, well, I don't know why you're saying no to your face, but your lips where you lick, you're literally eating Vaseline then, babes. You're putting it on your lips, you're literally eating it. So it's still Vaseline. Even if it's cocoa butter Vaseline, it's still, at the end of the day, it's still Vaseline. Why not just use cocoa butter? You know what I'm saying? Why not just use olive oil? Why not just use you know what I'm saying? Why are you using it with Vaseline? It doesn't make any sense. Like, make it make sense to me, for real. Chapstick is bad for your lips too, but don't listen to me because I use Carmex every once in a while. But you can't never make me hate Carmex. I'm sorry. Carmex is the only thing that has ever just completely chemical peeled my lips. You can never make me hate Carmex. I don't care. I love it. I love it, and my lips love it, and I mwah. I don't use it all the time. I don't use it often. In fact, my go-to, I wish I had the lid for this. My go-to is like a rose hip. It's by Ruby Kiss, like a rose hip um lip balm thing. That's my go-to because it's tinted and but like, and it's really, really soft and I love it on the lips. But yeah. It burns you? Oh nah, it doesn't burn me. I don't know what kind of Carmex you're using. It is medicated, but I like to put it on my lips for like, I put it on my lips for like a lip mask. So I put it on my lips typically when I go to sleep, and then I wake up and I wipe it off, and it like literally wipes off like the first layer of dry skin on my lips. I love it. You could never make me hate Carmex. You can never make me hate it. Oh my goodness. What do you mean that's the one? What's the one? I'm lagging. Am I lagging? Like, am I lagging for you guys too? Trouble, thank you for the gifts. I use the yellow one too. Yeah, like I said, I like it. I got an allergic reaction to the flavored Carmex. I'm not sure what they put in the flavored Carmex, but I cannot use those ones. Like, I literally had an allergic reaction, but like I've I've used the regular Carmex for years, and like I say, I use it as a lip mask. Burt's Bees also has a really good lip balm, and I love it. I love Burt's Bees lip balm. It's really, really good. Oh my goodness, so mad. Yeah, I like Burt's Bees. Burt's Bees has a good lip balm. I like the fact that it's like holistic and stuff like that. So, but anyways, I just wanted to kind of finish out self-care Sundays. As you can see, I didn't even really do much today. I did a deep pore cleanse, and then I finished with a little bit of a hydration serum mask, as well as some oil, and I did a lot of my contouring. But my face definitely looks better, and it's going to look even better tomorrow. I plan on not wearing makeup for the rest of the day. Like I said, if you are doing any kind of self-care, make sure that you let the self-care sit in your face for a while, because it works better, and it lasts longer that way if you do so. Shout out to my amazing guest, Danielle, not even Danny. Danielle joined us today. Thank you so much for being here and last minute, and actually, standing on business. And, you came in as Danielle, and I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here, everyone that was here. Shout out to all the comments, the gifts, the love. You guys are so amazing. Please hit me with a favorite if you haven't. Please hit Danielle with a favorite if you haven't. Hit the top 3 gifters of the stream with a fave too. If you would like to be on Self Care Sundays, please hit me up. Yes, it is going to get featured. I promise. I know it's dragging. It's not my fault. I don't know what to do, but once it does, I would love to have all my previous guests back on the show for sure. I appreciate each and every single one of you every single time. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here every Sunday. I love you. If you weren't here, I would miss you. And don't forget that, each week, try to love on yourself just a little bit. It's really, really important. Your mental health is so important. So is, you being here. So please make sure you take care of yourself. It's really important. It's not selfish. Self care is for both men and women. Remember that. And I will see you next Sunday. Bye, guys. Thank you for being here.